How are you getting on?
Like this bolt, I want to come out.
So I've taken off the rocker cover and all this is just solid, like real brittle. So what it is, it's just a Febby. Yeah, it comes in a sealed unit, so nothing gets in there, and just basically clip it all around the edges and then jam it back on. Meant to be as simple as that, but we'll see. Rightio, welcome back. It's been a while, but I just needed some time off it really, because it started to get on my nerves. But about 2 months ago we sent Big Blue for its MOT and there was a few issues. We fixed 99% of them. So the first issue was the water tank in the driver's arch had cracked, because obviously it's running 19-inch wheels. When you turn, it's cracked. There was nowhere to reposition it, so what I done is I cut it and made it curve with the wheel and then fiberglassed it back together. Right, what I'll do is I'll duck down by the driver's wheel and I'll show you as best I can, like the light's not the best, what I done with the water tank, just so you get an idea. If anyone else has that problem, if they're going to run big wheels, then yeah, the option's there, isn't it? So yeah, I'll duck down there and show you. You'll see there the reddish fiberglass and how I've rounded off the water bowl. It's not the best job, but no one's going to see it, and to be honest, it holds water. The wheels turn all the way now without rubbing, so to me, job's a good one. The main issue on this car that has plagued me for fucking nearly 2 months is the hazards. Now they're fixed. I've changed relays, switches, fuses, the indicators worked, but it just wouldn't go. So I had the dash out. Right, so yeah, I've had the dash out, and I'll just jump in the car and I'll show you whereabouts and where I was, just in case anybody else ever has this problem. Right, it's a little bit dark, so that grey relay above the red wires is your flasher relay, and basically behind there that wire runs all the way around to the indicator stalk. I've actually changed the indicator stalk as well, but the problem lied with the loom behind here. Took all this out and found one slightly frayed wire, so I chopped the wire, connected it back together, pushed the button, and away she went. You live and learn, don't you? I didn't honestly think it was going to be that, because everyone was saying, oh, it's your flasher relay, it's a fuse, or it's the switch. Checked all the loom under the arches, there was one broken wire, and that didn't even change the problem. But anyway, I'm just over the moon that that is now fixed. Yeah, Big Blue's now all set for its MOT. Just got to tuck a bit of wiring up under the passenger's arch where the loom runs, and yeah, happy days. Right, today we're going to do the rear shocks on the Nicole, which is... How are you getting on?
Face.
Like these bolts on will come out.
So the shocks are pretty much stuck like that. There's nothing left to them, they're just stuck in one place. So they're all changed. The next job, headliner to redo. Right, so after an absolute ball ache, hey Lee?
Yeah.
We managed to get the headliner, the new headliner, stuck on. I'm going to try and get it back in there, which is going to be an absolute mission. Hi Dan.
Alright, you?
Yeah, lovely. I got you a breakfast, but it went cold then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right, we'll have a quick chit chat about Nicole and just let you know what's been going on. So we can either buy new wheels or we can refurb these wheels and paint them a different colour to match the outrageous colour that Lee chose for this car. The rear lights are another one that we got to deal with. The old lights, they come with these and you plug them in, but the new lights we bought, you have to wire them in, which is a bit of a ball ache, to be honest, because we can either call an auto electrician out, pay £50 an hour, or we can work it out ourselves, and I quite fancy having a go at it ourselves first, just working out the wires. Now if anyone's got a wiring diagram for the wires for the Clio, they're online but they're not very clear. Like, someone can give us an idea on this, it would be fantastic, because I don't really want to lay out £50 an hour for an auto electrician. I don't think anyone else would they, to be honest, but if it has to be done, it has to be done. So K-brace is in, but when we took the old ISO bar out, the bolt snapped there, so I've got to drill both of those out, which isn't a major. It's a case of having the right drill bits for the job, so they'll just drill down through the chassis and then we'll put bolts through and bolt them from the underneath, because obviously you're going to drill them out. I think the thread's going to go, but it was still safe enough, it's not an issue. And then we've been looking at a roll cage. We'll see what happens in the new year. So when you go to start, well, turn the ignition on, you just get the servo light and the airbag light come up in the top corner. So yeah, that's another issue. So basically, under the seats on Nicole are some clips for the airbags and the pre-tensioners, and they've got two wires at each end. Basically, apparently they say on forums that the clips wear out, so the best thing to do is clip the wires, or snip the wires, sorry, and solder them back together, and it should sort the problem. I've been all over the car, checked the fuses, I've used contact cleaner already, tried wiggling the wires, nothing's happened, so that's a job for tomorrow. Basically, it had 10 to 15 years worth of grime inside it, so yesterday I took to it and just cleaned it all out, vacuumed it as best as I can so it sort of looks half decent. Lee's also ordered an exhaust for it just to get it through its MOT while we work out what we're going to do with the arse end of it exhaust wise. So yeah, basically Nicole is going to be ready for her MOT very, very soon. I mean, Nicole hasn't had an MOT for like 15 years, so we're expecting a list. Even though we've been through this car, there'll be a list. Now, onto the one that I'm most excited about, but very hesitant about as well. So I popped the bonnet on this yesterday and had a little look around. So basically this was just sitting there on its own. The PCV valve needs replacing, and the old coil pack, I don't know if you can see, the old coil pack is just sitting there all nice and loose. So yeah, I personally think there's going to be more involved in this 206 than we initially thought. What I know so far is that we've got a leaky pipe here, so that's a new power steering pipe. We've obviously got coil pack. Is that loose because the thread's gone in the coil pack bolt? Then I wonder if the plugs have been changed. If they've been changed, have they been threaded? Will we have to helicoil them? They're all things going through my mind at the moment. Most probably not a good idea, is it? But anyway, it's good to start thinking about it, because in the new year this is going to get worked on. There's also a knocking noise which Lee thinks might be like a tie rod end or something, which is no biggie. Then we've got the ABS lights, the airbag lights are on. Dan brought his computer up yesterday, and then there's the interior to sort out, which basically could be a big job at the moment. Right, that amp there, we stuck a new fuse in it because we found out it was blown, and as soon as you turn the stereo on, put some tunes through it, it blows. And for some reason, out of all the speakers in this car, there's only one that is working. But Lee's pretty keen to get into that because that's what he's about, stereos. So I'm going to leave that down to him, and hopefully it's going to be an easy fix. Basically, when we got this car, it was just put back together to transport, basically. Had an MOT on it. So yeah, it is a case of working through it. It's going to need new wheels. There's a few bits and pieces that are going to be a ball ache, but in the next vlog we're going to be getting into this and seeing what's really wrong with it. I've tried my hardest to look for a set of these dare wheels, because the front two were written off when the young lad spanked it into a curb, but that's the way it goes. So that's what I'm dealing with at the moment, is both the front wheels pretty much look like this, absolutely knackered. There's no way of repairing them. What was really good is we took the wheels back down to Ryan, so we drove all the way to Cornwall from Kent and back in like half a day, I guess, and he gave us a spare goose bumper with the lights in it. So we've got a spare front bumper, which is awesome because you ain't going to pick one of them up anymore.